Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and guess what? This is part 3 of our Luna Park adventure, and this is the last part. Now in this video we'll be exploring mostly the backside of Luna Park. We'll even be taking the roller coaster today, but you won't really see it. So the back part is called Coney Island, and this is basically right next to it. It's like an indoor play area with a lot of things. Now these are huge metal slides that you get rags and you just slide down them, as you can see with these children. You slide down at amazing speed and it's really fun. Now I came here this morning. I came here in the morning to do these, and the line was very too small. And now when I got back here, all of the rags were taken up. So it's like little bags. You put your feet inside of, then you pull the handles and you go down at great speeds. And these are more of children rides, with like baby rides. This one spins around the middle. You can see on the side, it says thumbs up for a green person, thumbs up for a yellow person. All you really do is sit in the middle and try not to fall. I didn't really take it. My baby sister took this. Yeah, this one, it's kind of interesting. Now this indoor area, it also has magic mirrors. You go inside the area and everything just reflects on you. This is like a pirate themed area, old school themed area basically. And the slides, they're like the children's slides, and they're the big slides. There's like a one level above those slides, which goes straight down. It goes way faster. There's also other like tiny obstacles scattered across this area. Literally mini games set around the corners. And yeah, that's the first obstacle. And now this is the second ride. This one is also for mostly just children. You just try to move it while everything just moves. It's pretty easy. It's not that hard. These rides are basically just chill. This whole indoor area is just chill. Now you can see this is the bigger slide. You go down much faster than all the other slides. So we're just waiting for someone to go down. We're just gonna show you how they go down. Now people here, the upper slide is usually for bigger children. And for the other slides, if you're a very small child, you can have your parents sit in the same rag as you, and you can slide down together. And at the end, there's like big red cushions, so your feet get rested and you don't get hurt. And you can see look how fast they go down, and it's a great experience. You can, unlike other slides, this one does not have much of a wait line, so you can do these very often. You can do multiple of these. Now there's other illusions and stuff. Right to the left of this, on the upper platform, there's a bunch of obstacles you can cross. It's really fun. And yeah, we're just showing you most of this big metal slide. I think I'm gonna go down this soon. That's why we're here. And yep, that's not me, but we're just showing you all the people that are taking this ride. And now guys, we are at the bumper cars. This is one of the best things in Luna Park as well. I came here in the morning as well. Like, I came to the most rides in the morning, and there was no line. As I said, with most rides, there's not much line. So I'm repeating again. You should come at the very start. The line for the rides are not that big. The bump cars are really fun, and you might get jammed up, but other than that, it's really fun. The line for this right now is around 30 minutes to 20 minutes. And yeah, this is towards the front of Luna Park before the backside rides. And after this, I'm pretty sure we're going to go to the back rides. Now everyone just tucking in. We're just waiting for our go. We're all seated up. We're all buckled up. You can have 2 people in one car, but that's not really recommended, since you can only have 1 person driving. So yeah, you shouldn't bother having a partner with you. Now, personally, I came here with my brother and my sister. But no, I came here, yeah, and then I just wanted to bump into them all the time. It goes pretty fast, and you can bump into a lot of people. And this does test your driving skills. So if you are a driver, or generally know how to drive a car, this should be very easy for you. And now it started. Everything is all colored up. Yeah, when the lights go dark and everything, the cars a little bit lit up, then you know it started. Right now they're a bit slow, but then they get faster and faster. You can see there's around 15 cars at once, and yeah, you might have adults or parents with their baby children. That's usually when you take up the second seat in a car. But if you're like an individual teenager, you should not be really taking up 2 seats. Look at this. Everyone gets jammed once in a while, but you get set free after, and then you just like to bump into other people. And that's like the whole point of the bumper cars. It's called bumper cars. And yeah, this ride, it lasts for around 3 minutes ish, and it's a pretty good ride. It really is worth your time since it's really fun. It's really fun to turn the corners and bump into unexpected people. You start to accelerate a lot, and now we're back on these slides, and that's me. You have to turn your cap upside down if you want to take the ride. And now we're exploring the backside of Luna Park with much more rides. You can see the huge ride in the middle, and this ride was called the Sledgehammer, and I talked about it in my other videos. And you can see right in front of us is a roller coaster, but the entrance to the roller coaster is at the front. The Sledgehammer and the roller coaster are two of the fastest and the most dangerous rides in all of Luna Park. So if you're brave enough, I suggest you take them. And then we also have the baby roller coaster. It's not as fast, but it's still pretty entertaining. And towards the very back of Luna Park is just very, very kiddish rides. So yeah, if you're like teenager level, you don't really need them. But we're gonna show you soon how the Sledgehammer works, and it's actually just crazy, guys. Okay, now the Sledgehammer just started, and this goes 360. So it might look slow right now, but it builds up momentum. And everyone screams here. It doesn't matter how old you are. You hear screams from a mile away from literally everyone. So right now it's just spinning a little bit and accelerating. But soon it's slowly builds up speed, builds up pace. And then it keeps on going up and up and up until it reaches to the top. And it does a 360. It'll do 2 to 3 360s before getting. Now, I was too scared to try it in the very morning. But then I was brave enough to try it at the end. And yeah, it was really, really, really fun. It's not that hard. And when you go upside down, you feel like you want to vomit and you feel really dizzy. But it's all good. This ride was really, really breathtaking. And I was the only one who dared to do it in my family. For the roller coaster, it was only me, my brother, and my father. And yeah, you can see it's pretty close. Now for this ride, we have a 360 and a 240 line. The 360 line was filled up. The 240 not as much. And if you want to do the 240, it's mostly if you're too scared to go full 360. You see how everyone stays upside down for so long, and that's when you get really dizzy. And yeah, it does multiple 360s. When you stay upside down like this and don't do a 360, you stay in the air so long upside down. It feels so crazy, and the screams are there from every single person. And it's annoying how it slowly builds up momentum, so you feel in your body that you get pretty scared. But it's really breathtaking, and the view from up there is really good. I was able to see the whole of Sydney again from this ride, even upside down. And since it rotates, I was able to see all of Luna Park and all of the rides and legitimately literally everything. You can just see how long we stayed in the air for. And this ride was really crazy. And this ride, it goes on for maybe 5 minutes. It's a really long ride. And the most time it takes is at the very start, taking precautions and putting on belts. Since I have to be very careful with that everyone is seated properly. Because if you fall once, you're definitely gone. So this ride is it's really worth it for your time. But when it gets to a big rush, there may be even an hour long wait to get into the ride, and that's why there are even signs on the line that say 60 minutes till the ride for people who are at the very end of the line. Now we're just giving you a more view of the whole of the backside of Luna Park. Now this is the children's roller coaster. Adults can sit on it. You can see it's mostly just children here. And that right there is like a little contraption, it's like a drop, but you drop multiple times. It's not as high, so yeah, even kids can do this one. Go up and down a few times. This ride my mom went on, and my baby sister went on as well. I didn't really go on this since I was on the other rides. I was in the Sledgehammer. The line was 30 minutes. It was a huge line since I went in late. So everyone's just sitting down on this. This is more of a kiddish ride. Just like most of the rides here, probably just kiddish, but some of the rides here are really crazy. And here, there's also a lot of mist, and this is more of a chill zone. At the very front is chill zone areas with seats with cool water, cool drinks, ice cream for sale. This is mostly a chill area with great rides. And yeah, this is for children, green and yellow. You need to be like that height to go on this ride. And this does not have as much safety as the other rides, and this ride won't really do much damage to you even if you fall. It's just a little down platform and that's all. You can see there are workers everywhere, and if you ask them for directions, they'll give you some. They're really nice people, and yet they're just trained to be like this. They know really everything about the ride, so you don't need to worry. They know what they're doing. So yeah, we're just sitting on this ride with a complete stranger, and after they put on the last belt, and now the ride is going up. And you can see it's going up really slowly, just like the drop in part 1. Make sure to check that out. That was really cool. And you can see it's very, very tiny compared to the part 1 ride. And it just goes down, and it goes up, and it goes down, and it goes up. It's like this. It's not that good of a ride, honestly. You go up again, then you go down, then you go up. It bounces back up like this. You can see people are very excited about this, but they haven't experienced the drop. Now, this is the last part of our Luna Park series, and if you want us to make more series like this, please comment and we will take your recommendations. Yep. And yeah, before I said anything, make sure to drop a like on the video and to subscribe and to share this video with all your friends. Thank you very much. You can see this ride is maybe 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes maximum. It's not that big of a ride. Most rides, it takes a lot of time to get everyone set down, get them settled, get them seated. That's the biggest thing that takes up time in the ride. And that's the most annoying part as well. But what can we say? Now this is the most kiddish ride in the world. And you can see that fan to your left. That's a mist fan, and they're everywhere in Luna Park. And it was such a hot day. These mist fans, they'll blow air and water at the same time. So it's a really, really cooling fan. Stand in front of it and you can get breezed. Now this is more like a little bus that goes up and down and up and down. It's really just for children, as you can see by the design, or with parents with children. It's not that good of a ride, but if you want to do it, it's your preference, I guess. And yeah, now this is like a little Ferris wheel. Yeah, this is a mini Ferris wheel, but at the very start it was a huge Ferris wheel. But it's not really like a Ferris wheel, it's like a little ride. This is towards like the end of Luna Park. You can see these rides are starting to get pretty kiddish. Except the sledgehammer, everything else was just really kiddish. Here's my sister with the bunny hat saying hi. Everyone's lining up excited for this. Now the workers, as you can see, are all in blue. They have red caps and they have black pants. So as the children get out of this, we're gonna get inside of it. So you can see it's only really my mom, my sister, my baby sister, and my father that's recording right now. They're mostly in these rides, since my brother was just in the chill zone and I was still in line for Sledgehammer. That thing took forever, but it was all worth the wait at the end. Now we're on, see, like little teacups. All these are just for little children. You can see there's most children here. You won't really see any teenagers or adults that don't have children in this area. So this is my sister with my baby sister, and it looks like the teacups or the cups, whatever they say. You can see it's just spinning. It's a pretty bad ride, but it's really your preference at the end. As you can see, the ride is now started. It's just spinning. And we're going to give you more of a view. You can see the roller coaster from here. When the sledgehammer goes up, you can see that from here. The roller coaster and the sledgehammer are really two of the biggest rides in the park. And this is more the roller coaster. They had to renovate the roller coaster from last year to make space for all the rides. So what it says on like the platform or what on the maps or what it says on like posters around Luna Park, that's not really accurate to the roller coaster right there. I think you manually spin on this ride. I haven't really been on it. And yeah, there's only like 2-3 rides left in Luna Park. See, this is like designed with vibrant colors, like a balloon, like a hot air balloon. And you're able to like press some buttons to spin your cart, your teacup, whatever you would like to call it, your hot air balloon. And yeah, you can see it's really kiddish. It goes at a slow pace, and it's your choice if you want to spin around. You can see my baby sister, my sister have decided not to spin around, because I don't know why. And this ride, I reckon it goes on for 2 to 3 minutes. Most rides go around for 2 to 3 minutes. And this ride, like all the other kiddish rides, didn't have much of a wait since not many people enjoy this type of stuff. And yeah, soon at the end, we're going to even be going on a ferry. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And Luna Park is fun. Like at the end, you can, around the gates, you're able to view the ride free of cost. So yeah, even at the front, there were some rides we haven't covered, like the rotor, like spins you around really fast on a gravitational field that makes you float. But that's really interesting. And yeah, this is the last ride we're going to be taking. And now we're on this beautiful view. You can see it's not really that hot anymore due to the weather changes. But yeah, now we're in line for a ferry. I'm just showing you the view. And you can see the ferry in the far distance is starting to come closer and closer. And yeah, it's not a cruise or anything. You just tap on with your Opal card. It costs you a couple of bucks. And yeah, the ferry lands and it takes you from one place to another. In this case, it took us from Melson's Point to Central. They took its trains from Central all the way back to where our station is. There's other people on this ferry, but they're gonna get off and then we're gonna get on. I have no idea why this is recorded vertically, but anyhow, we're gonna get on. It's me recording right now. We're getting on the ferry, and yeah, you can either sit inside or you can have a view outside. I personally decided to sit inside with the comfortable seats since I get really motion sick. But here's my father taking some beautiful shots of Sydney Harbour, of the Harbour Bridge. Oh, you can see Sydney Opera House back there. So yeah, everything is really close to each other. And yeah, this is the water. And there's yachts. These are personally owned yachts. And yeah, these yachts are personally owned. They cost you like millions of dollars. Depends on like how expensive the yacht is, but you can use it freely on these waters. And now the boat has started to move. The ferry has started to move. We're going under Harbour Bridge. And yeah, it's a beautiful view. You can see the water is really clean. Sydney takes a very good effort to clean their rivers, oceans, and waters. We still have our bands on, but after the day ends, the bands are really practically useless. And we weren't gonna come back, so we just ripped the bands off at the end. And everyone just loves to record from here since it takes beautiful shots and beautiful views. That's the top of Harbour Bridge with the Aboriginal flag and also the Australian flag. And yeah, we can see this ferry is on the path all the way to Central. And yeah, Central is like, as it's in the name, Central Sydney has all of the things right next to it, all of the huge buildings. You can see we're going closer and closer to the big buildings, but we're not really gonna go around them. So there's like a rural and urban and suburban part of Sydney. So now we're gonna be closer to our stop. You can see that huge area right there for immigrants and for like people with passports and stuff. But we're not getting into that today. I don't really know, but it said something to do with people coming from overseas. But that's not really where we're stopping. We're stopping right ahead of us, right in front of us. Where all ferries stop. We're gonna get off and other people are gonna get on. It's like an endless cycle for the ferries. You can see more yachts, more ferries just on their way for other people. That's a ferry, I think. Yeah, we're nearly at the stop, and then from the stop we're gonna go to the station, from the station to other stations, and it's just like a huge cycle. You can see a lot of people. There were like maybe 100 or even 1,000 people just waiting for other ferries. It's a huge rush since this was recorded one day before New Year's Eve, so it was recorded 30th of December. And if we went on New Year's Eve, it would have been huge. Everything would have been so rushed. It would have been just be crazy. So the ferry is stopping here. And yeah, this is basically the end of our little adventure today. And now we're basically just going back home. We're getting off the ferry right now. And yeah, we're here right now. We're getting off. And yeah, that's basically the end of our video for today. We're back at the station, and yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.